Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad. Now I know it's Tuesday and I normally have a weather classroom, but I'm seeing a very interesting weather pattern for this upcoming weekend. Now this would be the last weekend of October. I think there's a chance for a widespread severe weather outbreak from Texas through the mid-Mississippi Valley, Tennessee valleys, Ohio valleys, and up towards the Northeast. So I thought I'd focus more on what's happening or could happen this upcoming weekend. Plus, we have Halloween coming up, and I'll give you a sneak preview of what we can expect for our upcoming Halloween day. First, let's take a look at this weekend and why I think we could be looking at some severe weather developing. We have a classic setup where we have a lot of warm air here in the eastern, southeastern U.S. You see the very cold air up towards the northwest. You add those temperatures with some moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, and we've got a lot of it. We're setting ourselves up with a potential severe weather threat. This is on Saturday. Now look what happens here on Sunday. We have a very nice line of very warm temperatures here, very cold temperatures there. The cold front's going to be slamming into these very warm temperatures. We're looking at 70s and 80s throughout most of this area, where normal high temperatures in the Ohio Valley in the lower 60s. So we're going to be well above normal, and again, combined with all that moisture streaming up from the Gulf of Mexico, setting up ourselves up for a severe weather event. So let's look at the precipitation map here. Here's on Saturday. You can see a line of thunderstorms, potentially severe thunderstorms, from the lower Ohio Valley stretching back towards Texas. And now look at this precipitation up towards the north. That could be a very big snowstorm for those of you up there. We could be looking at quite a few inches, possibly even a foot of snow in some areas. Now this is on our Saturday. Look what happens here on Sunday. The cold front pushes that moisture and the thunderstorms a little bit further towards the east. It's going to take us time here, and you could see some severe thunderstorms in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, stretching up towards Michigan and even Pennsylvania and back towards Texas. We start drying out a little bit up in the northern plains. Of course, looks like Saturday is going to be a very wintry day there for you. Now this is on Sunday. Now let's now jump to Halloween, and where that front is going to be setting up, it's going to weaken a little bit, but you can see this front is bringing a lot of cold air across most of the country. So the bottom line here is most of us here on Halloween are going to be well below normal. Give you some perspectives. In the Ohio Valley, we could be looking at high temperatures in the lower 50s to upper 40s, well below normal, certainly a lot colder as you head up into the high plains. Now, as far as precipitation is concerned, that front will weaken a little bit, but I still think that we could be looking at some severe weather in some spots to the Carolinas back towards Texas. It looks like those of you in the upper Great Lakes are going to have a snowy Halloween, but most of us are going to be fairly dry, but as I said, it's also going to be very chilly. Now, I'll be back on Thursday with your weekend outlook to give you a better idea on the potential for some severe weather. Until then, I'm George, the Weather Dad.